So I lift my hands to the God that guides me, to the one that finds me. Even in my darkest days, he walks beside me singing.
Haden McKenna, born and raised right here in Venice Beach.
Singing songs of life.
The main thing skateboarding has been for me is my therapist. You know what I mean? I come here to screw my head on straight and feel proud about myself, you know, without anybody's recognition.
My hope, my hope, my hope, hope.
My dad passed it down to me, but basically I wasn't into it as much as he would like me to be into it until I was about 9. And at 9 years old, my dad was in and out of recovery. It switched his AA meeting where there was a ramp. And while he was in the AA meeting, I would skate the ramp. And that's where I found the passion for it, because before it was just like down the street, learning how to try and ollie up the curb. So we started going to that new meeting, and at that meeting there was a ramp. And that's when I fell in love with skateboarding, you know. And it wasn't like without that ramp I might have not found skateboarding, because my dad tried very hard to keep me around it my whole life, you know, and I always had a board, and one way or another I feel like I would have found it, but it didn't start until that ramp. It was called the Spa USA Lincoln ramp. And there was this lady named Haden Lima who would help the alcoholics recover by giving them skateboards and stuff. So as a young kid, you probably wouldn't want your kid to be at that ramp around all those people as influence to you, but I found something there with the passion for skateboarding, so I continued to go there. Even when my dad would relapse, I would be there, and they would be like, "Where's your dad?" And I would have to lie and say, "He's good, he's just not with me today." And because I wanted to skate, you know, I wanted to be there. Yeah, my dad's still in Venice. He's in the homeless shelter down the street on where the old bus station is on Sunset in Maine. Haven't talked to him. I could throw a rock to where he is, but yet I haven't seen or talked to him in like 2 years. Yeah. Everyone else sees him, I don't. I love him too, you know, but you just can't help people that don't want to be helped. And I've gone through my whole life of emotional roller coasters of dealing with sobriety and addiction. And, you know, I'm 28 years old now and have a kid of my own that's 1 year old. So one thing I've realized is that you can only help yourself. You know, you can't try and help other people, because if they don't want to be helped, they won't be helped. And now I have somebody else that relies on me, so I've really got to focus on making sure that that person is taken care of. And, you know, my dad taught me a lot of things on how to be a good father without knowing he was, because I remember multiple times of just literally crying when he stole my iPod Nano and sold it for crack money, and would tell him, you know, I can't wait to have a kid of my own so I could be the father you never were, you know. And I don't resent him, as much as that sounds very hateful and hurtful. I have learned to forgive in my older age, you know. Actually, the last conversation I had with Jay was him telling me to learn to forgive my dad. Jay came up to me about a month before he died, and it was right here standing at that bench, and he was watching me skate, and I came up to him, and he was really into God right before he passed. And he was telling me that I need to forgive my dad, and I need to have love for my dad, and I shouldn't resent him, and because he loves me dearly, and that the only reason why it doesn't seem that way is because he's sick with an addiction. And, you know, at that time I believe I was only 16 years old, and I had a lot of resentment in my heart at that time. I'm 28 now, so we're talking a long time ago. And you know, he kind of started that healing process of what I have with my dad now, because like I said, I do forgive my dad, and I have no resentment for him now at all. And I wish the best for him, and I hope that he can be in his grandson's life at some point, you know. And it was a powerful conversation. It was very short, it was very quick and to the point, but the message came across. And I didn't, you know, what's crazy is I just kind of put the two together of how I even came to start to forgive him, and it was basically because Jay and several other people, Murph, my Uncle Murph, who passed away, all these guys who knew my situation, that knew my dad, they came and single-handedly, one by one, told me to love my dad and to forgive him. And, you know, addiction is a real disease and sickness that a lot of people in the world deal with, and you know, it's never going to change. It's going to continue to go on, and to learn how to forgive and to roll with the punches and make the best out of life that you can do, you know. The times I have seen him, I've gave him nothing but a big hug and love, and told him that, you know, I'm here for you. I got a house down the street you can come shower out. I got clothes that fit you. whatever you need, I'm here for you, you know, but if he doesn't reach out, he's not gonna reach out. I don't think he's healing. He's so far down the rabbit hole that it's so dark down there that it's hard for him to look up and see a light, you know? And I don't hold any judgment towards him. Addiction is a serious thing down here, you know? And you see it happen to a lot of good people. And no bad blood, all love.
I love you.
I love you too, bro.
Let's go. Bring it in. We about to do what we did again, nothing to prove, but you know what we've been against. We got a call to do it, you know we assuring it.
People always ask why I don't skate other places, and it's because I don't skateboard for the skate scene. I don't skateboard to be trendy or in the mix. And there's not a better skate park than this skate park when it comes to you don't need nobody with you. You're gonna show up, there's gonna be high energy. You're in a beautiful view. There's not a 10-foot fence blocking you in. And on top of it, I'm born and raised here, so when I wake up, I'm already familiar with this neighborhood. Whether this park was here or not, I would be down here every day. So it's like, where else am I gonna go skate? We got a world-class skate park here. That's why I stopped surfing, was because it was like, I got really competitive in both. I wanted to either be really good at surfing or really good at skateboarding, and take one serious. But if you don't got money to travel, we got the world's shittiest wave and the world's best skate park. So where are you gonna leverage yourself, you know? And it's like,
you were good surfing with the style, I remember, you know?
I was on my way. I had potential, but I was nowhere near ready to be serious. But in the back of my head, my desire, my goal was to end up over there, you know, and take it serious. But you need money to travel. Look at Kelly Slater. He grew up in Florida, but his family is traveling him to all the tropical locations. He's surfing the best waves nonstop. So in that situation, of course he's gonna succeed. Of course he's gonna excel, you know? He's in everything. Every kid that is 6 years old or under that started skating since this park is open, that has really had the potential, are a phenom now, and they're only 12, 14, 15. They're better than most adults were when I was 9 years old. The adult level skateboarding is what some 9-year-olds are doing today, you know? And why? Because the quality of this skate park that we got blessed with, you know? My son, that's my main focus now in life, and making sure that I'm able to pass something on that I built for him and that he can continue to live on, you know, as our legacy. And, you know, everyone asks me now that I have a kid, when are you gonna get him skating? When are you gonna get him skating? And I feel like that's very selfish because he might have his own identity and not want to skateboard, and whatever he wants to do in life, I'm gonna be there supporting and backing to the fullest. I'm not ever gonna push skateboarding on him, and if he decides he doesn't like it, that's gonna be fine with me. But it's gonna take a long time for him to decide that, because his whole childhood, he's gonna see me skateboarding. So I'm never gonna stop skateboarding. My son doesn't need to do it, but my life is dedicated to making sure my son has a good life.
Hey, if I do it, then I'm